Hello and welcome to another To It For Media special interview. I'm your host Jhaka and today we are joined by the contestants of this year's Mr. and Miss HLSCC pageant coming up on September 17th. We get to know the contestants and their bids for this year's competition after this quick commercial break.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. Currently on set, I am joined by contestant number 1. Let's give her a moment to introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Tanisha Juana. I am 17 years old and I am a business major at the HLSCC Community College. I am from St. Kitts and Nevis, big up. And in my future, I see myself opening a construction company where I will be able to give back to my community that has put so much in me.
Amazing. Now, what has inspired you to participate in this year's pageant?
Funnily enough, I was nominated for the role. And when Miss Hodge told me about it, I was honestly shocked because me, Tanisha, in a pageant, it's so beyond something that I would originally see myself in. But after contemplation, I realized that this would be a great opportunity for me to step out of my shell and become somebody new.
All right. Now, what would you say makes you stand out from a crowd or makes you stand out in this competition?
In this competition specifically, I think me being here as a kitchen in this college would showcase the diverse range of students that attend the college, and I think that would be great, as well as my interest in poetry and songwriting and just expressing myself. I think that would make me a great contender as I will be able to bring the liveliness of spoken word to this competition.
All right. Now, of course, confidence is a very important part of pageantry. What would you say confidence means to you?
Confidence to me means stepping out. Not allowing the inner thoughts that you have or the perceptions of other people to cloud your mind, but to be completely and wholesomely you.
All right. Now, of course, they say pageantry is one of those journeys you go on that really aids in self-improvement. What would you say is something that you've learned about yourself during this pageant journey or something that you've been able to improve about yourself throughout this journey?
I would definitely say it's my confidence to be on stage or to actually step into my role as a female. Because as someone who has always done the style of being a tomboy, being in a pageant now has helped me to evolve as a woman and just be able to help myself to step into a light that is not so usually my own.
Right. Now, speaking of lights, some people say that it is the role models, the elders in the community who play an imperative role in shining a light on the younger generation. So who would you say is that elder in the community or that other member of society who has shone a light on you or has inspired you to come into yourself as a young person?
I would definitely say it's my pastor's wife, Miss Jamie Richards. She is one of the elders at the church, and as a woman in Christ, I genuinely look up to her because as someone who is striving to be a woman of Christ themselves, I look at her because she emanates such a powerful and godly energy that I myself would want to emanate as well.
All right. Now, of course, Miss HLSCC comes with responsibilities. So how in that role would you promote, of course, educational standing and a positive student lifestyle at HLSCC?
I would definitely say, definitely by showcasing that this college not only caters to BV Islanders, but as well as the international students, and that being able to come to the college and just get out of your norm and just do something completely different, I would say.
All right. Now, what would you say you'd want your impact to be as Miss HLSCC? What kind of footprints would you like to leave?
I would definitely love to leave stepping out. I would simply say stepping out, because when I originally came to the college, I thought I would have been, in my shell most of the time and not allowing myself to step out and do different things. But this is an opportunity where I know that I can step out, and if I can encourage others to do the same, that would be amazing.
All right. Now, at this stage of the interview, I'd just like to give you a chance to send out a message to your peers, of course, the people who nominated you, and all your supporters that would be coming out on September 17th to support you.
So I would love you guys to come out on September 17th at 4 p.m. at the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium, where me and my fellow contestants will be setting the stage ablaze with talent and loveliness. Please come out and support us. Thank you.
All right. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
And viewers of that, we take a quick commercial break. When we return, we have contestant number 2.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. As promised before the break, we are now joined on set by contestant number 2. Let's give her a moment to introduce herself.
Good day, I am contestant number 2, Ms. Shanta Connor. I am currently studying human services at this extraordinary institution, and I aspire to be a child psychologist. Thank you.
Amazing. Now, what inspired you to be a part of this pageant?
I'm very spontaneous and adventurous when it comes to anything I do in life. So when I heard about the pageant, I was very excited, and it was very random. I saw her in town. I was just like, can you just put my name down so that I could be a part of it? And it was just a wild decision that I am proud I stick with.
All right. Now, spontaneous and adventurous, would you say those are qualities that make you stand out in this competition? And what other qualities would you add to that list?
It definitely helps with the confidence and the boost to stay and continue thriving for the throne. It also helps me to be a little bit different with my background with theater arts and dance. It helps me to be more expressive.
All right. Now, confidence is a very important part of any pageant. I mean, in most things in life now, especially with the era of social media. What would you say confidence means to you?
We are not perfect in society of the definition of perfect, but I feel like confidence is loving and being proud of who you are despite anything, and just standing up for that and owning it every time and everywhere you go.
And in terms of yourself and your journey with this pageant, what would you say is something new you've learned about yourself, or a new area you'd like to tap into throughout your pageant journey?
Within the pageant, I learned that your mindset is very powerful. How you think and how you maneuver in your mind helps you with how you portray yourself out. And I really had to learn that hard, very hard. And now I am working on improving my mindset on how I treat myself inside and out.
What about role models? Is there anyone in the society or in the world that you would say has really had an impact on you and your development?
Well, she's not currently with me, but my aunt, she was a very strong woman. She was a role model within the territory, and looking up to her and being as strong as she was, she's kind of my role model.
All right. Now, of course, with the crown comes responsibilities. In what ways would you seek to promote positive educational experiences and personal growth in the student body of HLSCC?
Well, HLSCC has a lot to offer, and a lot of people don't really know it. So when I do get the crown, I choose to make it more known, be more interactive within the college community, and bring it out to not only the territory, but probably worldwide.
And what would you say you would want your impact to be? If people remember you as Mrs. HLSCC 2023, what would you want them to remember immediately?
That you should take risk. And as a college student, I know that we are the future, and we should start building ourselves up to be a building block for our community and society.
All right, nice. Now, of course, we want to give you a chance to send a message to your peers and supporters who will be coming out to support you on September 17th or have been with you throughout this entire journey. You just look into that camera and send a message to them.
Hi, everyone. I just want to encourage you all to come September 17th at 4 p.m. at the auditorium to support not only me, but my fellow contestants vying for the crown of Miss HLSCC 2023. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
All right, viewers, with that, we take a quick word from our sponsors. We have contestant number 3 when we return.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. We are now joined on set by contestant number 3. Let's give her a moment to introduce herself.
Good afternoon, BVI. I am your contestant number 3, Senover Delan in Tucson, an 18-year-old student at the Hamilton Laverty Stoke Community College, majoring in general science.
Amazing. Now, tell us a bit about what inspired you to be a part of the pageant this year.
Well, what's ironic, I saw the pageant last year, and I went to the show and I was like, oh my God, I need to be a part of this. So when I arrived at the college, the first day I registered, I went to Ms. Hodge's office and I was like, good afternoon, Ms. Hodge. I am Sinovia, and is it having a show this year? And she was like, yes, of course it has a show. I was like, well, I would like to be a contestant. And she was like, great, give me your number, and when the information comes up, we'll contact you.
Amazing. And of course, they contacted you because
Yes.
here you are. All right. Now, what would you say are the qualities that make you stand out in this competition?
I would definitely say my confidence makes me stand out from the rest of the contestants. And being also a plus size girl, confidence is key with anything, with everything actually.
All right. And since we were speaking about confidence, what does confidence mean to you?
Oh, confidence is everything, as I said. Even when you're doing your introductions, you have to stay confident, have to stay poised. Even having this interview, I have to be very confident in how I answer my questions. So confidence is everything. The way I walk, the way I speak is confidence.
All right. Now, of course, they say pageants are a journey, and that
Yes.
is not a lie. Now, what are some things you would have learned about yourself throughout your pageant journey?
I would definitely say that I'm a little impatient, but the pageant journey, it's all about evolving, and evolving takes time. So I've learned how to be patient, be disciplined, and be diligent in all my practices, walking in the heels, doing my speeches. I definitely say those are some main qualities that you have to have in running a pageant.
And is there anyone you would say has been a role model to you throughout your life and throughout this journey?
I would definitely say 2 persons. I would definitely say my mom. She has been, let me tell you, she has been there every night. She's like, are you going to put on your shoes? Can you come in my room and say a speech for me? She has been definitely a ride or die and always on my back about the pageant and making sure that, I practice and perfect everything. I would also say Miss Childs. That's our Miss Plus World. Okay. She has always been a role model to me. I've always seen her in pageants. I mean, win, lose, or draw, she's always confident, always poised, and she's just a great asset to my life as well. So I would definitely say those 2 persons have definitely been a role model in my life, and just seeing them on the stage and being strong, independent, plus-size women.
Right. Now, of course, with the crown comes responsibilities.
Yes.
After the night, you have an entire year of the reign to go. In what ways would you like to promote a positive educational experience and, of course, a positive student lifestyle at HLSCC?
Well, the college is amazing, okay? College has so many different activities, and one thing that I would like to implement in the college is something called period poverty program, where I know a lot of young ladies, even though they're in college, some develop late. And I started this program in high school where every day I would, bring a pad to school, just an extra pad. I created packages. So anytime I got young ladies in need, they could just go to Miss Hodge or any person and be like, I had an accident and I don't have enough money to buy the pad, because pads are expensive. And any sanitary napkins or anything like that, they're expensive. So I just want to bring awareness to that. And I think it'll leave a positive impact on the young ladies and also the young men. So they could actually learn about, women's bodies and what they go through. And that's just what I want to do.
All right. Now, that's a very important initiative. So I want to tell you that no matter the outcome of the pageant, I really hope that this is something that you carry on with.
Thank you.
Now, what would you say you'd want your impact to be? What do you want people to think of when they think of Miss HLSCC 2023? Should that be you?
I would definitely want people to think that, this young lady is very confident. She's very outgoing. She's very poised, she's very elegant, she carries herself well, and she's really making a change in our community or our territory. And yeah, that's Miss HLSCC.
All right, now at this stage, I just want to give you a chance to send a message to your peers and your supporters about this pageant.
Well, I just want to thank everybody from all over the territory that has messaged me, called me, tagged me on Facebook or any other social media. Thank you for the support. It really helps my confidence and just helps my performances. I want to thank my friends. They're just there for me all the time. I'll thank my parents, my chaperone, and anybody in the community that has ever helped me or give me money or anything to help me through the pageant journey. I also want to invite everyone in the territory to witness my fellow contestants and I on September 17th at 4 p.m. sharp at the Eileen A. Parsons Auditorium. And remember, keep your eyes on the prize because number 3 is your number. Thank you.
And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
All right, and viewers, with that, we take a quick break. We still have more to come after this, so you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hop. I watching ball. I even watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. Now, unfortunately, contestant number 4, Miss Kanya Matthew, could not join us today, but of course, we are sending her best wishes for the pageant coming up on September 17th. Now on set, we are joined by the sole competitor this year for Mr. HLSCC, but nonetheless, he intends on giving us a show on September 17th. Let's give him a chance to introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Delroy Prince. I am an 18-year-old computer science major at the HLSCC Community College. I enjoy doing other things in my free time, such as listening to music, playing video games especially, and reading. I like reading a lot. So, yeah.
All right, that's different actually. Literacy is very important, so that's a very important trait to have. Now, what would you say inspired you to participate in the pageant, especially against the backdrop that clearly no other male students were inspired this year?
Right. I always like to put myself out there and try new things, and one of the new things I've not tried is actually running a show. Okay. And I've always seen other males do it, and like, you know, before I had this stigma around it, but like I realized that stigma, like, you know, it's not important. It's about what you can do, improving yourself, improving others around you as well. Also, I like to, you know, represent my school, represent anything that I partake. So I find this to be a very good opportunity to do so.
All right, and hopefully that's a message that sticks and you can encourage other students coming up in the school so we can see a full show coming on next year. Now, what would you say are the unique qualities that help you to stand out in a crowd or on campus?
I'm very determined. When I put my mind to something, I always try my best to do it. Also, I'm very confident in what I do as well. So I think those are 2 key factors that help me stand out. Also, I'm a very good public speaker, I find, so yeah.
All right, and what does confidence mean to you?
For me, confidence means always putting your best self forward, putting yourself forward at all times, no matter how you may feel, believe in yourself. Like, that's why you find confidence to be. Always believe in yourself, feel like you can always do the right things and be the best.
Right. Now, of course, pageantry, it's seizing an opportunity, not just to be a part of the show, but to grow yourself. What are some areas in which you have been able to develop yourself through your pageant journey, or something new you've learned about yourself?
I've been able to develop my public speaking skills. I always try to improve on that every day, and which is why I do a lot of reading. That also helps. And the pageant, you know, preparing my speeches, being able to prepare myself mentally to speak in front of crowds, that has helped me improve. And yeah, and also something new I discovered is that I get very nervous. Like usually when I do a lot of these events, I don't feel nervous, but just thinking about the show and how broad it is, like, I get really nervous. But I feel like I can work on that. That's always something that everyone can work on.
I mean, of course, hopefully that helps you shine against the competitors that you're gonna have. All right. Now, could you share with us someone who has been a role model to you or has influenced you, and in what way they've had an impact on your life?
Definitely my parents, my father in particular. My father is always someone that tries to help others and not always put himself first. He's also very determined in what he does, which is where I think I get it from. So he has been a key factor in all of this for me.
Now, of course, the crown will come with responsibilities. In what ways would you like to encourage a positive educational experience and student experience at HLSCC?
Well, you know, I always try to tell people, look, you go to college, but it's not always about the educational aspect, it's about the social aspect as well. You know, you go to college, you meet new people, you in a whole new environment, different stage of your life. So I would like to see more social activities, and I would also try to play a part in promoting that. The college already has a lot of social activities that it does, but I think my role would be helping to encourage students to partake in that.
And what would you like people to think of when they think of Mr. HLSCC 2023?
I would like people to think of a very determined young man who puts his best foot forward at all times, and you know, he doesn't always listen to what other people says about him, like different stigmas that may be around certain things, but I always try to be the best. So, and I want people to remember me better.
Now, what message would you like to send to your peers and, of course, all your supporters that will be coming out on the night of the pageant?
Yes, I would like all of you guys to come out on the 17th of September, 2023, to the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium, to witness myself and my fellow contestants, four beautiful young ladies, to partake and, you know, enjoy the show and see who come out on top. You know, it's not always about who wins, but it's about the journey that comes with it. So I want all of you guys to be there, all of my friends, family, you know, it'll be a good night. So I hope to see all of you guys there. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.
All right, viewers, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, we're excited to see you all come out for the pageant on September 17th. Of course, information is available on the HLSCC Facebook page in case you need to delve into it a bit more, or you could watch this interview over to see which contestant really catches your eye for support on that night. I'm Jhaka signing out. Stay tuned to 284 Media for more great content.